Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Look Mac Talks. Today, we have the enormous pleasure to have here with us one of the two singers from the Wolfchant band, the German band that is coming out with a new album on the 13th, I think, of February. But Lokhi will tell us all about it. Lokhi, first of all, thank you very much for being here and welcome to our talks.
Thank you very much for being here. I'm very happy that you have the time to talk with me. And yes, you're absolutely right. We released the next album in the 13th of February this year, and we are directly going to a tour then.
Wow, no breathing, just go.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me one thing, because our listeners, they are very curious, and I would like to ask you. The band is over 20 years.
Yeah.
How did this adventure began?
Oh, it begins in 2003, yeah, when we shared a rehearsal room with my band. During this time, we played some kind of black metal,
Mhm.
and my other colleagues, they played in a kind of punk rock band, and we shared the same rehearsal room.
Mhm.
So, and there was always a lot of beer in this rehearsal room, and they were as we were always playing after them, yeah. And then one time, so one of my colleagues will not appear, so we don't have the chance to rehearsal, and the other guys from the other band was there, and then we started to drink beer, and then we were discussing about maybe making some different music, some harder music, yeah. And so we find together during this time with four guys, two of my band, two of
The other
the other
one.
bands, yeah. And yeah, a few weeks later, Wolfchant was born, yeah, out of this combination of bands, and we immediately started to create some music, yeah.
Mm.
During this time, we don't had any name for it, yeah. So we just want to make some black Viking death metal, yeah, a little bit more harder than we did in the bands we played
But
before.
tell me one thing, between the punk rock or the punk scene and between a kind of black metal that you used to play, how did you all end up in pagan metal?
To be honest, I don't know.
How?
Yeah.
Oh, too many beer, too many beer.
Maybe too many beers, yeah. So at least there was a few bands we liked
Yeah,
all.
of course.
It was, for example, Manowar, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, yeah,
Yeah.
bands like that. So out of this, we had a connection, yeah. And I think the first songs we created were listen more like Manowar and Iron Maiden than like black or death metal, yeah. And so we always used the melody in combination with hard and fast music. So our mix is for sure is pagan metal, power metal. This is
It's the
our
same.
mix. Yeah,
All mixed, all mixed.
yeah,
The feeling is there. Didn't lose
exactly.
it. Tell me another thing. Many bands don't last this long. We have some
Yeah,
bands that are
yeah.
long, but others don't. What do you think is the secret for your band to keep together? Is the passion for music?
It's of course a passion for music, but it's for sure it's the friendship.
Yeah.
So we are friends since many years, and also beside the music, we were friends. We are still friends, and everybody who joined Wolfchant was somehow in our circle. Yeah, it was a friend of us, and I think we had one or two band members which are how to say which were during this time we knew Sam, yeah, but they was not in the closer friend circle. At least they were friends or they are friends now, yeah. But we always choosing our band members from our inner circle, I say, yeah.
And you
So
are, but you are a very lucky guy because sometimes it's very difficult to have good musicians and good friends, and you
yeah.
have them both.
I have some both, yeah. During the during the years, yeah. It's yeah. We had a good music scene also. I came from the Lower Bavarian Forest, and there was a lot of metal bands. So nobody can maybe expecting or believing that, but we really had around 10, 12 metal bands, yeah.
Oh,
So and of course you shared the members, you played together, you creating show, you start to be friends together, and
yeah.
so it was a really, really good time during 2005 up to 2008, 9. The pagan scene was exploding more or less. Yeah, you had the chance to play everywhere around Europe, and so if you are on the way together, always with the same people, share a bus,
Yeah.
and then you see how it works. Yeah, and it's like a
Absolutely.
relationship, of course, and.
Of course.
So we had the chance to play together now more than 20 years. We are still friends and like us, and this makes the things easier.
Yeah. Your first album was called A Pagan Storm, and now this one is called Echoes of a Time Once
Mm,
Past.
mm,
Um, Looking back at the first album, and now looking
mm,
at this one that
mm.
will come out next month of February, how do you feel the band has evolved? How do you look at your story and at your sound, and among all these, at your place and your role as a vocal member of the band?
Uh, just one thing, the first album was Bloody Tales of Disgraced Lands
Oh,
in 2005. Pagan Storm was indeed the second
the
album,
second
but
album.
it was a huge step forward for us during that
Yeah.
time. And to answer your question, it was a long way, and of course we had a lot of experience in the last years how
Mhm.
to produce a record, how to create music, how to create songs and all. And now, after all these years, we try to mix the best out of this old Wolfchant style and the new Wolfchant style. So also the echoes from a time once past should be so, I have to say, to remember what we did years before what we are doing now, and how to mix it, bring it together, and bring out most of the power we can bring out from a song. And yeah, it was a interesting way. It was a way we learned so many things. And for me as a vocalist, of course, exactly as the guitar, you learn how you has to use your voice. Yeah, if you have to scream and shout 1 hour or 1.5 hour, and to do it day by day, yeah, it's not only to go on the stage and drink some beer and shout and yeah. So you have to learn how to use it, how to use the voice, not to destroy the voice. And so we learned a lot of things as musicians, as people, as friends, and it was a, yeah, I have to say, a way full of experience and new things. So we are very happy to be here already after the years, to make music after the years of all the years, and yeah, now to have a new record and go on tour again.
Lucky, some persons say that your style is aggressive screams. And I would like to ask you, how did you develop that sound, if you agree with this
Mm,
characterization? And
mm,
how do you keep your voice healthy? Because it's something that I think is very important for the new bands and the new musicians to have knowledge that this is not a game, this is real. You can hurt yourself. How do
yeah.
you do it? How do you do it?
It's of course, you have to do a warm up
Hmm.
before every show. I make warm up exercises, maybe 15 minutes, and normally this and then you go over to this sound, and you have to warm up everything. And it's always important to have yeah, to drink something, water, to make it a little bit more moisture into the throat, and yeah, but warm up, always practicing and not overacting, always have the control over your voice. And this is always practicing, 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 uh, doing records for yourself, listen how it sounds, then improve a little bit. And yeah, it took some time and then you have it. So, but warm up before the show, warm up before recordings, have a moisture or a wet
Mhm.
throat. This is very important. Yeah.
That's nice. Did your
I
mother
for
and your
example,
father?
we sorry, yeah, we are using this tablets called Gelo Revoice. It's for the throat also. I use it always before the show.
Wow,
It's also good support for the throat to keep it a little bit wet and so on. So yeah, this is what I can recommend, and it's working very well since the years.
fantastic. I was
Yeah.
asking if your mother and your father they like what you sing.
Yes, they was supporting me. So also me and my brother was founder of the band with the other two brothers. Uh, so yes, they was supporting us from the beginning, and there was never a problem.
That's fabulous. That's
Yeah.
fabulous. Echoes of a time once past. You recorded in your studio, or am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. It's our own studio. It's so our guitarist Skaahl is running it
Mm-hmm,
since many
mm-hmm,
years, and
mm-hmm.
he are doing also productions for other bands. And since I think 9 years, yeah, we're doing the recordings by ourselves. And
Mm-hmm.
now Skaahl and Seehb, our two guitarists, they did everything. They make the recordings, doing the mixture, and make the finishing. Yeah.
Mm. Do you think it was easier for you and for the band as a whole, all element, to have the recording in your own
Yeah.
space? It was
Yeah.
easier. It was more comfortable, shall we say like that?
It's not easier
Mm-hmm.
because as it's easier for the process.
Yeah,
If you do
yeah.
the recordings, everybody's spreading around Germany. Meanwhile, the studio is in Lower Bavaria, so everybody has to go to this place. So maybe for a few days to do the recordings, but of course, we have a lot of time to do these recordings. And so Skaahl, when he has an idea, he can go downstairs and can start to record the idea, to share it with us with the Dropbox. And Seehb also have a studio at home. It's a smaller one, but so everybody can do some recordings, and at least we meet when we say, okay, now it's done. Maybe after a few months, maybe after 1 year, they'll say, okay, now it's done, and then we met in a studio or we meet in a studio, and then we are doing the recordings together. And this, of course, is very comfortable, and it makes things very easy because we never are under time pressure.
Yeah.
So it's the studio of Skaahl, and he says, okay, we have time, it's free, you can come, and we take as many time as we need for the recordings.
Fantastic.
It's
That's
easy.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy, pretty cool.
Yeah.
The first song that you have launched concerning the album, it
Yeah.
calls "Goddess of Fire."
Yeah.
And I'd like you to ask you, why did you choose this single as the first of the album, and what's the story behind this "Goddess of Fire"?
Uh, the decision was made by our friends. And so when we finished the CD or the record, we were asking people which are close to us,
Mhm.
tell us your 3 or 4 favorite songs from the album. And the result was Goddess of Fire. Everybody was liking the song the most. Yeah. Of course, it's a very easy listening song, I know. And so we made a decision, okay, so if everybody likes the song so much, then it's number one. Number two was Lifeblood. Yeah. Number three, you will see in 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
So then the third video is coming. But number two was Lifeblood. And
Hmm.
yeah, number one was Goddess of Fire. So we said, okay, then Goddess of Fire is the song we make the video and we release it first. And it's about a goddess which appears in a fire and which is changing the mind of man because of her beautiness, yeah. And at least they are doing suicide in the fire. Yeah, it's a very old story. So about desire, love, death, yeah. And this is the main story behind it. So be careful if you see a girl in the fire, don't run in
Please don't, please don't.
it.
And
Yeah,
tell me another thing.
yeah.
Um, this goddess and the second single, and now the third that is coming on the next 1 or 2 weeks. How do how how do they work together in the album? Do you think they are all like I don't know, connected with each song, or they live by themselves alone?
They live by themselves alone.
Okay.
So it's not a concept.
Mm-hmm.
Now we had different concept albums in the past,
Yep. Yep.
but in this case, every song stands for itself. So, yeah, there's a unique story behind it, and so it's I think it's a good mixture also in the styles and in the speed, and but there is no connection. No.
Okay. You can listen one music and then go to listen to the fifth music and go listen to the second music. You don't lose anything.
Yes,
Nice. Nice.
exactly.
I think now it's time to ask you how is the process, the creative process of the band? Because everybody likes to know if you began with a riff, if you began with a lyric, if you began only with an idea. Tell me a little bit what happened with this album.
In our case, it begins with a riff and a part of the song. So normally our guitarists,
Mm-hmm.
Seehb and Skaahl, they have this idea, then they are recording riffs, and of course they can produce also the drums and whatever, and add some orchestra, and then they offered us and said, okay, listen, we had an idea. What do you think? Yeah, and then we start to discuss, oh, yeah, this is good. I like it. This I don't like. So maybe we can change this and this. So at least this guy's starting with an idea, throw it into the Dropbox, and then we are listening and say, oh, okay, oh, and then it starts. Yeah. So sometimes they are doing a whole song with everything. Yeah. 5 minute song with solely with everything. No voice. Normally, was Nortwin and me are doing later,
Later.
but they are doing the whole music sometimes. So it's very, very creative process because the boss are very creative, as they're always producing music. Yeah, normally every month there's some ideas, sometimes two in a week. Yeah, and so they are always making music. This is really, really, really great.
Mhm. For a band with more than 20 years and with records and music so different between the releases that you have, what do you think is important? Although you are friends and everything, but in the part of the creation, what do you think is the essence of the band to keep doing different things, exploring new sounds? What do you think is the main basis for that?
We love music and we
Yeah, of
love
course.
different music. This is really everybody is into it. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
part of our life.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, but music is always every day, every hour, every second in our blood somehow. So we're talking about music the whole time. It's our only hobby, meanwhile. So Wolfchant takes so many time for us, so there is no space for other things. So, and of course, we are always are into this style to create something, yeah. And because everybody is loving it, so everybody is working hard on it, yeah,
Yeah.
because everybody wants to keep also Wolfchant alive. That's very important for us. As I told, it's the only hobby, and we love it. We love the music. We love to play shows. So we have always to be somehow creative, and
Mm,
always to do some work,
yeah.
also when it's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
so, and this is really it's our hobby. We love it, and so we have this the essence. Yeah, to be creative.
Yeah.
Because if you like something, you always are into it. Yeah, if you don't like something, then well, I have to go to work. Blah, blah. But this is what,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. So it's easier to create something new if you like it, if you love it, and if you like also the other guys, as I told you. Yeah?
Of course, of course. During the recording of the album, there was any moment when you all look at each other and thought, "Wow, this is pretty cool."
Yeah, yeah. This is normally when we are do the last recordings in the
Uh-huh.
studio, and Skaahl is doing the how to say the last mix, and then we are sitting all in the studio, and then we listen to it, and then sometimes there is this feeling that okay, exactly now it's working. This is what you want to have on the record, yeah. And then you have these goosebumps and this feeling that you did something, how to say, epic, maybe. Yeah. Yeah,
You-
this moments normally we have in the final process of the recordings.
yeah, very cool. If you have to choose one of the songs from the album that defines the actual stage of the band, which one would you choose?
I will choose Goddess of Fire. This
Goddess
is
of Fire.
exactly, yeah. This is because it's the mixture of everything, yeah, we're
Yeah,
doing at the moment.
yeah. You
Yeah.
already said that you are going on tour. What are your expectations regarding that tour?
Yeah, hopefully we can offer our music to a lot of people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, hopefully everything is working fine. Yeah. If you're 2 weeks in a tour bus, so hopefully no accidents, no things like that.
No, no.
Always arriving on the venue and have a lot of fun. So for us, it's like 2 weeks holidays. Yeah. So it's very nice to be with the guys on the road and with the other bands, and it's a good travel party. Yeah, we're driving into 6 countries,
Wow, fabulous.
11 shows.
Hmm. Now I have to ask you, any chance for coming to Portugal or not?
At the moment, to be honest, we don't have too many offers from Portugal to play shows.
Oh,
So this
everybody,
is
let's come, let's come.
hopefully, yeah, if yeah, so Spain and Portugal would be great to play. Yeah, so it's we never played there, so we had some offers a few years ago, but it was always very difficult for
Yeah,
us to came over, especially when it's August and all the festival shows in Germany happens,
yeah,
and yeah,
mm,
they are normally very fast when they planning or with the bands.
yeah,
And so August for us sometimes, for example, is very difficult to play
very
shows
difficult.
somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's hope you have another
Yeah, if
date.
everybody is interested in Wolfchant, so please go in touch with us.
Invite them to come. We want to
It would be
hear them
great.
on stage.
Yeah.
Lucky, thank you so much for being here. It was a huge pleasure. Congratulations for this work. It's marvelous. And I hope to have a lot of good news from you during the tour because I'm pretty sure that will be amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for listening to the interview. Hope to see you soon again. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucky. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ciao.